your private body parts safe, here is a rule you can use. It is never alright for someone to touch or look at or talk about our private body parts. When we showed this rule to Neha, here is what she said.
This rule is confusing. Can you explain this slowly?
Okay, let us do that. There are three main things in this rule: touch, look at, and talk about. Let's think about them one at a time, starting with touch. It is never alright for someone to touch our private body parts. For example, imagine a tutor is teaching you about all parts of the body, and then the tuition teacher touches your private body parts. Is this alright? What do you think, Neha?
No, this is not alright.
Does this break our safety rule?
The safety rule says it is never alright for someone to touch our private body parts. This example breaks our safety rule.
Great! Here is another example. While playing together, an older child kicks you in your private body parts. Is this alright? What do you think, Amir?
It is not alright for someone to kick you in your private body parts.
Correct. Does this break our safety rule?
The rule was it is never alright for someone to touch your private body parts. This example breaks the safety rule.
Well done. Okay, here's one more example. Imagine a boy and a girl shake hands. Neha, is this alright or not alright?
Shaking hands is totally alright.
Does this break our safety rule?
Private body parts are not being touched in this example. So this does not break our safety rule.
Correct. Remember, the rule is it is never alright for someone to touch our private body parts. Okay, one last example. You are playing Doctor Doctor with your friend, and your friend touches your private body parts. Is this alright or is this not alright?
No, this is not alright. It is never alright for someone to touch our private body parts. This safety rule is broken.
That's correct. Thanks, Amir. Okay, now let's see the full safety rule again. This time we will focus on look at. It is never alright for someone to look at our private body parts. Here is an example. 3 young boys peek into a girl's bathroom. Is this alright?
This is not alright. It is not alright for someone to look at our private body part.
Great. Okay, let's return to the full rule, and this time let's focus on talk about. It is never alright for someone to talk about our private body parts. Here is an example. Imagine that your cousin teases you and makes comments about your private body parts. Is that alright?
This is not alright. The rule says it is never alright for someone to talk about our private body parts. Since the cousin is talking about our private body parts, that breaks the rule.
Great! It is never alright for someone to touch or look at or talk about our private body parts except to keep us clean and healthy. Here is an example. Imagine if a doctor is giving you an injection on your private body parts in the presence of your parents. Is that alright? What do you think, Neha?
The doctor is touching and looking at our private body parts. But I think this is alright because he is doing it to keep us healthy.
That is correct. Even though this injection might hurt and is given on your private body parts, it does not break our rule. The full rule says that it is never alright for someone to touch, look at, or talk about our private body parts except to keep us clean and healthy. Since the doctor is trying to keep us healthy, this example does not break our safety rule. Okay, here is one more example. Imagine your arm is broken and is in plaster, and your mother helps you change all of your clothes. Does that break the safety rule? What do you think, Amir?
While changing our clothes, our mother might touch and look at our private body parts, but she is doing it to keep us clean. So this does not break our safety rule.
Great. Here is the rule one last time. It is never alright for someone to touch or look at or talk about our private body parts except to keep us clean and healthy.